Hi, Phil Lindsay here with Peep magazine. We're here at the Lancastrian suite and we've got Mark, the male model, Clauzel. Well, you were going to have 2 fighters on here tonight. 3?
Yeah, I was supposed to have Kevin Elliott as well.
All right.
Remember we pulled out about 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago with the shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So yeah, needs a bit of minor operation on that.
So when, first of all, with Kevin then, so when might he be back out?
He's going to have the operation. He's actually coming tonight, so I'm going to have a talk to him tonight and then just see...
Get a progress report. So.
Yeah, just see how he's doing. So I'm not actually sure he's had the operation yet, or if he's still waiting for that. So obviously, because if he hasn't had the operation yet on it, he was saying I think he needs minor surgery on it. If he hasn't had that, he'll not be able to see it. So when he makes a return to the ring.
And obviously Bazzy just recently dropped out after a 3-month camp as well.
Yeah, we had a bit of a hard time with Baz. I feel a bit sorry for him, to be honest with you. It was just last week actually tearing down the sparring, last sort of heavy sparring so to speak, and it was just a bit of an overstretch, hyperextension on his elbow, and then when he came in on the Saturday morning to spar, his elbow was pretty inflamed, and he couldn't fully extend it, and then by Monday it was even worse, so we said, look, go to the doctors, let's get a check, went to see a specialist. They checked him over, looked at it and said, no, you've slightly damaged the tendons in it. So he's like, at the moment he can't fully extend it out, so minimum of 2 weeks rest. Being optimistic, hopefully it's nothing too serious or anything sinister.
So you can aim towards the November show?
We'll hopefully aim towards the back end of the November show, so that would be ideal, because otherwise he's going to have a massively inactive year this year.
But you know, with injuries, if you push it too soon, you're going to have a longer break, so it's getting the balance right.
We need to be careful, reassess this one, see how he is, and then get it looked at by a physio again, and see just nurse it back. Once he's got his first week out of the way, if there's no niggles, no injuries there, he'll be back into full swing of things again.
And you've got Michael Dixon on tonight?
Michael Dixon on tonight, yeah, he made a fantastic start, was pro KO, first round stoppage.
Yeah.
So, first round knockout wasn't it the last time, so,
It's quite brutal actually.
Yeah, it was, I think it surprised a few people, didn't it? The way it went down, so it was good, it was built at a good 50-50 fight, because they'd sparred before those two, and it was a good spar, and we thought, it's a bit of a dangerous first fight, but we know Michael can punch, wasn't a step too far, no, because look what he did, and, he got that all important win, but not only that,
how he won,
he kind of there's my arrival on the scene, so no pressure on his shoulders, Michael's he's in there now, and he's cool as a cucumber. He's just like, look, I just want to get the win, and he said, if I see him go, I'll take him out of there. You don't get paid for overtime in this sport, so at the end of the day, if he sees him, he'll knock him out. If he doesn't, he's more than prepared just to get the rounds in and get the experience in. He's not gunning for a knockout either. He didn't do that the last time, he just happened to find the shot and it came. And that's the way he is tonight. He's just going to go out there.
He's got such a great attitude though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's just, you just get it, you literally
had to take it in his stride.
Eating his tea and just get him with, okay, come on then, let's go. That's the way he is, it's great, I like it, I love it, so yeah, it's good.
So it's all looking good, obviously you've got quite a few things happening at the moment, but I'll come back to you next week, so we're going to do an interview at the gym next week, so we'll follow up with some more stuff, but obviously with tonight, the headline fight, I have to ask you, Glenn Foot against Kirk Goodens. There's a lot of different opinions on this one because it is a clash of styles, but I'm not going to ask you for who's going to win, but how do you see the fight sort of playing out?
It's a one, they're both come off the back of, probably the 2 biggest career fights, and unfortunately they were both losses.
Yeah.
Kirk had been away from the ring and retired. I mean, inactivity, I don't know, is it going to play a factor in this fight or not, because he's been away from the ring for a little while, and as Phil said, this is probably the only fight that he really wanted to get up for, to actually make a comeback for. So it's an interesting one.
He's a nightmare, this fella, isn't he?
You can do some fucking slapping, can you?
But yeah, no, I'm like Phil. I'm on the fence on this one.
He's going up the moat next.
You're gonna get blisters one of these days, but
no, I'm going to keep myself on the fence.
He's going up the moat next.
On that bombshell,
I'll keep myself on the fence on this one because I know both the lads. I'm good friends with them, and to be fair, the best man of the night's going to win. I'm not going to call anything because, like I say, I'm mates with them both, and I just wish them both the best for the fight.
Enjoy the fight, enjoy the show, and I'll see you next week. Mark Clauzel.